Hey everyone, welcome back to more of the Horror at Highrook. I'm DisturbingPuppet. So we've made some progress in our investigation. We've now contacted Lady Acheron, who is in the catacombs down past the cellar somewhere and is lost. We can communicate with her through the field phone, but it does require quite a bit of laboratory stuff to do that, which is a bit of a problem. We have used didactic programs to upgrade all of our characters, so we're now 2 on all of our skills. We do have an inspiring text up here we can maybe do something with. For right now, Atticus is very tired, so Atticus is going to rest is the plan. We're going to do a bit more cellar exploration. I can't advance this because I don't have anything that gives me bonuses to whatever this icon is, and that's something tied to Atticus as like a side quest, I think. Mechanist Astra, we could go ahead and start working on the Forge code, which we probably want to do because we can't upgrade items there, it seems like. We've also got a shipping crate, which might have some stuff in it. Yeah, doing pretty good. We'll check out, just to do something, in here. Actually, you don't have... Yeah, we don't have any mechanical ability with you. Okay, so that's kind of the plan. You're going to rest. You are going to eat our Ravenscap we've had for a while just to potentially get some more alchemy inspiration, possibly. That's kind of the idea here. It will cause me to take a bit of damage, but it is what it is. And we're going to dig around for stuff in the courtyard. We might find something useful. You can go ahead and explore with the cave lantern. So that is the plan, just to do something. Wounded. I don't think anybody's that hurt. You're 10%, 10%, 5%, 0. We do have a bit of hunger building up. Something we might want to keep an eye on too. You're going to be done super fast. We can just switch you over to something else. Okay, we got a gift of the owl. It's a secret. Not necessarily what I wanted. We'll throw that over here. We can make more LT. That's going to run out. Oh yeah, we did find the Seal of Nibiru, which is something we can do. Ember Liquid we use in the Forge, it looks like, so probably for upgrading items. We do have some items we can use. Let's see. That's just a support item. So things like the eyepiece, that gives us a bonus. The pot gives us a bonus to cooking. This gives us a bonus to research. This gives us a bonus to any secret stuff. We don't have anything that'll help us in the laboratory, unfortunately. We also have the Valhassa Tier here, which we can upgrade, and the Crank, which we can upgrade. Nothing like super urgent. I wish I had something for the cellar, or for maybe education, or the apothecary, or not apothecary, laboratory up here. I think those would be the most useful, and we just don't have anything. So maybe there's some items. Maybe we'll find something in a shipping crate. Who knows? All right, so over here, we can just throw you in. I don't think we need anything, even, for the Forge code. Yeah, we need 1 item. So we can find stuff to make more machine oil quickly, so let's just throw that in there. Let's figure out the Forge code, get into the Forge. Once everyone else is done, we'll see what we want to do as our next step. Better get up now, I suppose. Alright, so we got some oil buds. That's what we can make more of that. So we found nothing. You're fine. How are we on everything else? Fatigue is 23%, 11%. Hunger's definitely getting up there. I think we can hold off a little bit, maybe have you rest, and then maybe we'll eat after, something like that. That would kind of make sense to me. Not sure what I'm going to do with everybody. We're almost done in the machine room. Let's just finish that and see what happens. Hey, alright, in the Forge, we've got Sophia's note and a rusty shovel. Sophia's note 7. I'm sure that the path to saving Simon lies somewhere beneath the house. I heard Gideon talk to a stranger about a door below, and much of his occult library was unearthed from the depths of the cellars, so it seems like the best place to look. The lowest level of the cellars are odd tunnels, where the dark red brick gives way to stone and rock, twisting further into the earth. I've already found evidence of activity in these passages, footprints, pipe ash, and some locked doors I know nothing about. I will move to quarters in Black Sands for a few days to prepare my equipment, and then I will return and attempt to track Gideon's path further into the tunnels. And we've got a rusty shovel, a well-used garden spade made for dark tundra oak, and sporting a tempered iron blade. It will dig a little deeper than the trowel we already have. So we can dig in the courtyard with this just a bit more. Okay, interesting. So instead of the trowel, we can now use this, which I'm assuming will turn up something. Otherwise, what's the point of it having been there? I'm surprised that's all. In the forge, we can upgrade stuff, but like I said, there's nothing that really we need to upgrade. This is a separate task item for getting blood that we can use in rituals. It doesn't actually support anything in the laboratory. We don't have anything for education. We don't need anything for incantations or research, digging. Nothing over here that we can help out with for the cellars either. All right, tiredness level, 23, 23. You could do something for me, though, productive, so I think we'll have you do that. I have no idea what I'm going to have you do. Maybe we'll have you dig in the courtyard while you take a nap. So we could definitely do that. The question is, what else do we do? We've got the shipping crate we can bust into. I'm not sure we can get anything useful out of this, though. The items we find might be stuff we already have, and there's limits on how many of things we can have. So I might check it out, but I'm not sure if it's actually the best use of my time. When it comes to the forge, is there a skill related to that? Do we have anything like that? Is there anybody with like a forge symbol? I guess that's an anvil, not actually a forge. No, nobody has a skill related to that. Okay. So I wonder, I don't think we just have the Ember Liquid. Task support 1. And we can only have one of these. So I'm assuming most of the things we can upgrade only would cost us 1 if we were to do it. Yeah, I don't know if there's really any point at this point in time to actually bother with that, unless we have something that we need that we just don't have the required stats for. There's just no point. Seems like digging in the cellars is kind of pointless. We can do these two. We can get to the shipping crate. I guess we can have you do some more research, but I don't think we're going to find anything. Usually when we open up another room, it does give us some more things we can do. And here, just digging in the courtyard is all, apparently. So that'll have to do, I suppose. All right. Let's go ahead and rest. I think we'll probably plan on eating next. Courtyard, we need a 3. So we do actually need something to help out. We do have some. I think. Yeah, we've got Gift of the Mole in the Garden Guide. Gift of the Mole, something we get from dreaming, so we can go ahead and do that. And we'll check out the archives just because I don't know what else to do with you. Yeah, we're good on food. We can eat, make some more food. We've got healing doses. We've got moonshine for our insanity. We're kind of running out of support items, but that's about it. Yeah, he's not even thinking, like, why are we looking in the archives? There's nothing here. Why bother? We haven't been given an indication of anything. Actually, while I'm thinking about it, there's nothing we can do with this, right? Yeah, we can't upgrade. Items that we use for tasks, we can't upgrade. Need more education. Do I have any? I thought I had 1, but I guess not. So we need 2 in order to level somebody up again. But it might even be 3 now because we have everyone already at level 2. Not sure how that's going to work. Sleep offers some repair. So here, we opened it up, absolutely nothing in it. We did find some things over here. That's kind of surprising. We found a bunch of stuff digging in the courtyard. Well, a couple things. So, we have another chemical worksheet that will help us. We can contact her again. The Oneric Path. A tattered and dusty volume written in an ancient form of Illyrian. The author claims that certain forms of dream, instilled by specific rituals or intoxicants, can connect the dreamer to distant worlds or other points in time. This is the start of an optional quest for Vitali. We do not need to complete the quest. Card can only be used by Vitali, and we can perform a task with this in the study. We might as well. I don't really have much else to do. So, yeah, we'll plan on doing that. But we might want to eat first. I think that's kind of the idea. We'll just kind of throw him up there. Pagan Pendant. A simple necklace recovered from the cold soil of the courtyard. There's writing on its reversed, blurred by time. A protective inscription. A charm to ward against the ash plague. The very mention of the disease draws a shudder from Dr. Caligar. Perhaps she can find out more by studying the artifact. So this is something that can only be used by Caligar and performed in the study. So another special thing might be connected to a special quest line for her. Aromatic herbs. A handful of fragrant potpourri placed in a simple earthenware bowl. While its scent lasts, it provides a spicy atmospheric backdrop to our activities in the dining room. I don't know why we would need to improve our dining room ability, but okay. Maybe there's something eventually that will do that. Isn't that what this does? Yeah, same. That's cooking, though. This is, like, dining, specifically. Weird. We haven't seen anything that would kind of indicate we might need that. Same with the soporific snuff. Finding some odd items now. Maybe just higher level things that are just strange. I don't know. Okay, I think we want to go ahead and eat. We do have... You're 18... 28. We are getting pretty tired on quite a few people. Hunger over 20%, 30%. Yeah, we should probably go ahead and just eat. I don't think we need anything special for that. Let's just throw a basic meal out there. We can cook something afterwards. So everybody just jump in to the dining room. We'll eat a quick meal. We'll worry about everything else after. Just handling our issues. Now, you guys need to eat. My spectacles. Oh, they're here. Okay. So, we do have two items up here. One for Scholar Vitali, the other for Dr. Caligar. Are you both... Okay, you're fine. You could rest. You need to rest. So, Mechanist Aster, you're going to rest. Let's go ahead and have Scholar Vitali up here. Check this out. Now I've got you two. Let's go ahead and cook. Make that into a meal. Once it's cooked, it's good for quite a while, which leaves Dr. Caligar, and we could dig around in the courtyard again. Other options. We do have enough that we could use the field phone again. I'm not sure that that's necessarily going to give us anything useful, but you never know. Since we found the shovel, I feel like let's use the shovel again. So if you rest... I feel like we should heal a little bit when we rest as well. Requirements not met. Oh, we need another thing, that's right. I guess we'll throw the garden guide in there as well. Do a quick cook. Up here in the study, we're just translating the text. Okay. Looks like everything should be done about the same time. Getting late. Dreams trouble me, but I'm awake. Found a few more interesting things. We have our meal. I'm just going to swap these two, so we have the older one there. Vitali's report. The book has struck a chord in my heart, rekindled desire that I've tried to bury for too long. My dear Ella, my love and muse, lost many years ago. After she had gone in another place like this, I saw her in a dream so real that I would have traded its reality for my own. The book suggests that such meetings might be repeatable. It seems that in places like Highrook, the veil between dreams and reality become unnaturally thin. Perhaps here I can glimpse her again, speak to her, hold her. I must try. The book describes a specific seed to be swallowed before sleep, accompanied by a meditative mantra. I could write it to my contacts in Verdant Row, see if I can acquire one of the kernels. Seed order. Request of the horticulturist of Verdun Row to locate and return a dream seed. With luck, a delivery boy will pick up the request from the estate posting box in the courtyard. Can only be used via Vitali. Perform something in the courtyard. Okay, so that's the next step. We'll set that up here in a second. We did find a couple things. Muddy mystery. A dollop of coagulated sludge dug up from the courtyard gardens. Its bulk suggests there might be something hidden within, but we'll need to wash off the oily mud to reach it. So we can clean it off in the kitchen. Okay, plan on doing that. Ritual offering. A clutch of fragrant myrtleweed. Brittle and bright, the woody stems of this small hardy shrub are often burned in offerings to the gods. Its sweet-scented smoke is said to instill inspiration and serenity. When burned, it may create pretty much any kind of inspiration, and that's in the chapel, so I probably do want to do that as well. It is kind of pricey to do at 4. I don't know that we can. We only have one buff. We can make another one with the syringe, so if we wanted to, we could draw some blood to use in an offering. Or we can upgrade the tier. I think that's probably our better option. Yeah, I think that's what we want to do. So down here, seed order, Scholar Vitali. That's the plan. If we upgrade this, I'm not sure what it's going to require. Let's see what we can do here in the forge. Just requires 2. But we only have 1 item. That's weird because this we can only have 1 of. So how do we improve our chances of doing things in the forge? We don't have any items. That's incantations. Secrets. This helps for something we haven't seen yet. Let's research. Yeah, I don't have anything that's going to help me do that. The Ember Fungus makes more of the Ember Liquid, but we can only have 1 at a time. And nobody has that stat, so that's a whole other problem. Just double checking. No one has that stat, right? I looked already. Yeah, okay. So I would like to upgrade that. We might have to just draw some blood from someone in the meantime. In which case Dr. Caligar could probably go ahead and do that. You've rested. Inspiring text can get me... Yeah, nothing I really need. I mean, we could use more of the root if we want to keep digging in the courtyard, because we've burned what we had. We could go ahead and make this into some more lubricant. And maybe we should, because this does go away fairly quickly. So let's do that first. I think that was up here in the laboratory. Do you have... Yeah, let's have you do that, because we might want to rest. Dr. Caligar. No, your fatigue's fine. Vitali's the one who's super tired. Atticus also. Dr. Caligar, what are we going to do with you? It's too bad I can't do 2 things at the same time. We can't make the oil bud and use the syringe at the same time. In the chapel, it's a 4. We only have a 3. We can make it a 4 if we wanted to, just to get something. So we could go ahead and do that. Just burn a bunch of resources. I would have to use the Gift of the Snake we've been holding on to forever to do that. The kitchen here, we do have enough, thanks to the pot. So yeah, let's go ahead and do that. So here we're going to make some lubricant over here in the chapel. We have just enough. We'll burn the ritual offering, see what we can get. We'll clean off the muddy mystery in the kitchen. And then you are going to mail off. Oh, you don't have what we need. Don't have anything that helps here, do I? And you don't have the skill. Crap. So much for my plans. Yeah, I don't have anything that's going to help me. So I need root. What can I do with you? Not much. This is only Dr. Caligar. So I need another support item here. I suppose we could keep looking in the cellars just for the meantime, but we could also just rest you. I think that's probably our better option, since I can't do that. Jump in, take a nap. We'll see what we can get. Yeah, surprised nothing else for the forge that we can find to do anything. So this is going very quickly. Alright, we got Gift of the Firefly, very nice, so that'll help us actually upgrade an item. And Gift of the Bee, so that's alchemy. So, we can upgrade an item now. But I'm not sure what is more important to upgrade. We can definitely check that out, that's not a problem. Keep digging in the courtyard, I suppose. But we don't have what we need for that either, because we need some kind of root bonus to be able to use the shovel in the first place. And if we get one, probably my priority is get the seed order off first. I could just use the trowel and dig around for some resources, though. Yeah, let's just do that, I think, while we're waiting. Like I said, we could upgrade an item, I'm just not sure. Like, there's probably something we really need to have upgraded. Just not clear what that's going to be at the moment. We don't need this. We have resources for that. We don't have any alchemy items we can upgrade. We haven't seen anything super difficult in the machine room or super difficult for research either. So I think we just go ahead and go here. Just go ahead and dig. See what we find. Probably nothing, but there might be some roots and things we find that we can use. Okay, we did find a cracked tablet. So there's the machine oil. So we're all set there. We did get a gift of the snake, we just used that, so that's another incantation. Then we have the cracked tablet. Okay, this one's a bit pricey, so yeah, we might want to upgrade our item up here then. An ancient inscribed stone tablet retrieved from the frozen soil of the courtyard. Grasping roots and cruel winters have cracked the slab in several places, making it even harder to decipher. So I think we upgrade the pen, because this helps with secret tasks. So if we put this in, Is there anything else we can do to get resources that I need? Just keep checking. I guess we could look around and see if we can find some stuff. Nothing else. You can check out the cellars again. Not sure what I'm going to do with you. I guess you could be the one to use the forge on the pen. So let's do that. Is this an alchemy? Yeah. It's a difficult alchemy test at 3. So when you're done, maybe we'll do that and make another one of those. You check out the cliff top for anything useful. We're digging here already, and we'll check out the cellars just because. But having an upgraded item should help us a bit. Sleep is restorative. Yes, yes it is. I highly recommend sleep. When in doubt, take a nap. Just oil bud, that's kind of disappointing. Because we can only have 1 machine oil. So the pagan pendant is a 3. I do have a 2, so even with it as it was, we could have done it. But now I can't do anything. We could crack into the field phone again. Is there anything else more useful I can do? We could use the inspiring text. Is that free? Can anybody do that? Or do we actually need... I don't think I have any educational stuff to use it. Yeah, that's fine. Let's go ahead and do that, and hopefully we can get something useful. That way we can either get the seed order out. Yeah, that's kind of my priority, get the seed order out. Okay, you're busy, you're busy. Yeah. Okay, we had something horrible happen over here. So first things first, we did find some more stuff here. Got Raven's Cap as well, if we want to. And then more meat, so we can make more meals if we need to. So, okay, there. Ember Wraith. A burning presence summoned by the scent of depleted emberite, an invisible spectral heat that injures those present. We cannot fight what we cannot see. We must flee or wait for the phantoms to fade. This card can be moved within its room, but cannot be removed from it. Increases injury level of nearby characters every hour. Well, we do have the pen, so that's going to help a lot. We could check out the tablet, since you're busy and can't check out the pendant. Lost Seed. A small teal kernel, no larger than a fingernail, its surface is creased like the waves of a shallow bay. When shaken, a soft sound like rainfall emanates from the husk. This card can only be used by Vitali. We can perform a task with this card in the guest room. That's weird. Isn't that what we're sending? We'd be sending the request. We haven't sent the seed order. We found one in the cellar. Huh. Interesting. Okay, so we do have a shipping crate. Last time we opened one, we didn't find anything, though. This requires 3 dreaming, and Vitali has 2. So we do need something to help with the dreaming, and I think we do. We've got the soporific snuff. So we can do that. About to lose a focus fern here, which is too bad. Yeah, maybe we don't need to use the seed order then. I wonder if it ruins his quest if we jump in and do that. I'm hoping like they have that planned and we don't have to like strictly adhere. So if we throw you in here, give you the soporific snuff, hopefully that'll make you happy. And hopefully it doesn't ruin the quest because I haven't sent off the seed order. So we could do that. We could wait to do the seed order if we get something we need up here. It's a lot of ifs. I need you to be done to come over here and check out the pendant. I'd like to do that before we check out the tablet, but it's not urgent necessarily. What else are we going to do then? The Raven's Cap I don't think is really going to do much for me at the moment, because we have quite a few items for both of those. Guess we could bust into the shipping crate, but I don't really see much point, honestly. But what else are we going to do? So I'll bust into the shipping crate. You're quite tired, but we're kind of busy at the moment. Let's dig around. Let's go ahead and do it, although I'm not sure I should be. I'm kind of worried it's going to ruin the quest here. Midnight. Gift to the mole. Okay, so that would help us get rid of the seed order, or we can dig with it. But I'm not sure we need to send the seed order anymore. Dream seed. I guess it's different. That's a lost seed rather than a dream seed. But it said only he could use the lost seed. Yeah, only by Vitali. Alright. I want you on the pagan pendant. I think that's all we need, actually. Yeah, because we've got 2 and 2. Very nice. Check out the pagan pendant. Everyone else is busy. Task complete. Nothing here. We did find some more soporific snuff and a garden guide. So the garden guide, that's also a root, isn't it? Yes. That's for eating. Got dreams here as well. I'm trying to organize things in a way that kind of makes sense in my head here. Tally's report 2. My experiments in dreaming have begun. The others might grow suspicious of how easily I welcome sleep in this terrible place, but I may never again have the chance to access the many worlds beyond this waking one. I have not found what I'm looking for yet, but I've begun to see places. The dream seeds clearly work. I must try to find more of them. Perhaps Lord Gideon or the other occupants of this place had clinical reasons to gather them. So, yeah, we can definitely do that. So, yeah, let's go ahead and we will send out the seed order. Dream Hills. What's this? A dream of a landscape of low mossy hills. Atop the crest of each is a pile of giant bones. This is not the place I'm looking for. As I rise, the dream begins to fade. So nothing we can do with that. So it's odd that it's on a timer. So here in the courtyard, we do have to use one of the items. Let's use the gift of the mole, so we get that from dreaming. So yes, send off the seed order. Is anybody else deathly tired? Just you two are free. 38% is pretty bad. You're both pretty awful, so Atticus, have some rest. Checking out the pagan pendant, you're resting, you're sending off the seed order. Then my mechanist, what are we going to do with you? You are hurt a little bit, not too badly. Don't really see anything useful that I can do. We could use the field phone again. Or I can look for stuff in the cliff tops. That's about it. I guess we'll try to use the field phone again. I'm worried it's going to be kind of a waste, though. It's alchemy. We've got to use a couple things. Let's use Gift of the Bee. And sure, the catalytic powder, because we can find stuff. I don't remember where, but we can find stuff to actually do that. Make use of that. Replace it. I can't remember where we got the stuff, though, to make the catalytic powder. I'm assuming it probably was a root or something here, but I'm not sure. Alright. Caligar's report. This pendant has brought to light another mystery, one which concerns me alone. Years ago, I committed a great failure. I was assigned to combat the devastating ash plague. The first victim was a Highrook orderly, interred here, before the autopsy could be conducted. I was intoxicated and absent. I failed to intervene and lost access to the corpse. Had I been able to examine the body, I might have found the answers I sought. It's too late to save those who perished then, but this pendant suggests the remains of the orderly might still be here. Perhaps I can find my answer now. I should begin in the archives. Start of an optional quest for Caligar. Alright. Orderly reference. The name of the Ash Plague's first victim, copied from an unearthed pendant. Perhaps there's some reference to this poor employee in the Highrook archives. So Caligar and the archives can use that. We're pretty tired, but we could follow up. Getting one from the eyepiece, I need 2 more research. I think I only have the one, the moth. Yeah, that's too bad. So the eyepiece would actually be good to upgrade as well. We could make 1 here. So I think what I'm going to do... Kind of busy here at the moment, but once that's done, we'll make some more of the liquid. But yeah, getting the eyepiece up seems to be the next thing we would want. I haven't found anything else we can use to boost research. Okay, so you're busy, you're busy, you're busy, so it's just Dr. Caligar. Who is pretty tired. You don't have secrets, do you? You mysteries, you do. So, with one thing, we could check out the cracked tablet. Why not? Let's just use the owl tea, because we can find herbs that we can use for that. Run that down, and that'll probably do it for today. Thank heaven, you managed to reactivate the field phone, but I fear the connection will not hold for long. I'm still in the labyrinthine tunnel somewhere beneath the house. I cannot find my way back to the cellars. The door I followed Gideon through has vanished. Sophia shakes her head in frustration. This place is unsettling. The architecture is a strange jumble of hewn rock and ancient stonework. Tunnels burrow straight ahead, yet loop back upon themselves. Twisting shafts puncture through the corridors, bringing illumination from somewhere above and dragging fetid air from below. I do not wish to be here any longer than necessary. Please, Sophia, stay strong. We'll assist you however we can. Aster, adjust the device, attempting to get a better signal. Have you seen anything there that could help direct us? Very little, I'm afraid. The chambers are filled with debris, broken crates and shards of etched pale stone, like the tablets Simon found buried on the cliff tops last spring. Although perhaps that itself is worth investigating? Take my compass. It's in a box in the guest room. Maybe you can locate some of these tablets yourself. We will do so, Lady Acheron. I shall follow the trail above as you do below. Perhaps we can gain knowledge from these tablets and turn it to our advantage. The signal began to fade. Stay safe. We'll be in contact again soon. Complete and in a timely fashion. Okay, so you're done resting. We sent the seed order out. Nothing else there. We've got the field phone's now on a timer. That's kind of worrying. A very short timer, honestly. Oh, it's on a timer before we can use it again. Okay, that's fine. So, Sophia spoke of a mechanist compass hidden in the guest room. It might improve our foraging skills, allowing us to better explore the mists that surround the house. Perform a task with this in the guest room. So it's a dream focus. So, Sophia's guidance. So who has dreams? I'm assuming Scholar Vitali. Scholar Vitali or Dr. Caligar. Yes. So Scholar Vitali, I think we'll have you check that out. I'm not sure what I'm going to do with Atticus at the moment. Atticus could check out the cellars. What else could we do with you? I'm assuming the cracked tablet here is going to turn us to something else that we're going to want to do. Yeah, let's go ahead and make another one of these. If we can. Just need one support item. Sure. So we'll do that. Need one dream assistance. So the soporific snuff can fill that role for us. Which just leaves Atticus. A little hurt, we could heal up, but it's not that big of a deal. Just scavenging. I think we'll look at the cellars this time with you. Let's do a search of the cellars. Supposedly she went down from the cellars into the stuff under the house. So let's go ahead and finish off the cracked tablet, and we'll probably call it here. Let's see what happens. Oh, just a piece. Okay. So we're working on another set. That looks kind of like that, probably, to me. I was hoping for more. I thought we'd get something a bit more interesting than that. All right, well, that's going to do it for today. So this has been more of the Horror at Highrook. I've been Disturbing Puppet. We'll come back next time, kind of progressing forward and see how it's going. We're definitely running into some issues with resource management. We definitely need something else to upgrade the eyepiece so we can check out the orderly. I'd like to do all the side quests on the run if we possibly can, unless it's just impossible for whatever reason. But we'll burn a bunch of resources that way. It might take a little bit extra time, but hey, whatever. All right, this has been more of the Horror Highrook. I've been Disturbing Puppet. Hopefully see you next time. Until then, have a good one.